Welcome to Theory of Pets. I'm a passionate pet owner with a drive to help others like me uncover the truth about the pet industry and what goes on behind the scenes. Thanks again for tuning in. This week I am talking about the benefits of pets on specifically seniors in this episode, but just the mental health benefits of pets on people in general. I'm speaking with Austin Gerber. He is the licensed administrator of a local nursing home, and he has done a lot of research on the effects of animal interaction on elderly people, people with certain health conditions like Parkinson's and dementia, and he's seen firsthand how pets and animals can have a positive effect on his patients. So I asked him today to speak with us to talk a little bit about that firsthand experience that he's had and about the programs that they use in their facility.
My name is Austin Gerber, and I'm a licensed nursing home administrator at a retirement campus in north central Ohio. And I've been practicing and at this location specifically for almost 7 years now. And on our campus, we do serve a variety of patients. So I'll kind of define that. We serve long-term patients that are here probably for long-term. And then we have short-term post-acute patients who are here for post-acute surgery rehabilitation. And then we have a variety of independent apartments and duplexes where our clients receive limited services there.
Wow, that's a large campus.
Yeah, honestly, it's always been kind of my first love. I started working in long-term care in high school, and I, just moved up the ranks, and I loved it, and I got my license and started managing my own property. And really, it's a ministry for me. I absolutely love our residents, and I love the idea of finding new and better ways to interact with them and reach them, because we do have a lot of chronic conditions that limit the ability to communicate, and pet therapy really is kind of a very unique way just to, kind of to see into the person and kind of bring them out of maybe a cognitive funk if they're in something like that. It's amazing what pet therapy and interactions will do with some of our residents here.
Absolutely. And I've talked to people who are on the training side of, working with the animals, but you're actually the first person that I've interviewed that's actually there seeing it firsthand and really seeing the long-term benefits of that. So thanks again for coming on the podcast today. You have a lot of different therapy animals. I think a lot of times people think more towards dogs when they think of therapy animals, but you have many different animals that have visited your campus, correct?
We have, a lot of really unique interaction.
And can you talk a little bit about the types of animals that you have or have had and the benefits of the different types of animals?
Yeah, of course. I do think it's worth mentioning that many of our independent housing residents have their own pets. So, our policy allows for them to have a small pet in their apartment. And dogs seem to be the most common companion amongst our senior population. But for the actual different interactions that we bring in to our skilled nursing building, we have animal displays that are active all the time, such as the fish tank and the bird aviary. Those are both managed by a third party who cares for them and manages the cage. Also, we have a lot of bird feeders on the campus outside of the residents' personal windows, so there's a lot of just live interactions going on all the time. But outside of that, our activities department, they coordinate the animal interactions for our residents in-house. And some of those interactions one of the most unique is actually a farm animal display. And it's a local farming family, and they have brought in their lamb and their miniature pony, which is just so funny to watch them parade up and down the hallways and see the residents' reactions. We, of course, have a licensed therapy dog who doesn't live with us, but he is brought in with his owner on a routine basis. We have several volunteers who bring in their own personal dogs, and currently and in the past, staff have had permission to bring in their own personal dog as well, or cat. Usually it's a dog. The only requirement is that it's potty trained and, of course, conducive for this environment. Of course, family members volunteers and other people will bring in their personal pets to visit mom or dad. And then I will also mention a very unique show we've had is a reptile show that a pet store owner will actually coordinate, and he's done it several times. And I can tell you, the staff and the residents both have really enjoyed that. Snakes and, just all kinds of different reptiles. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's really cool. That's great. And definitely something different than the average, animal that they get to experience often.
Yeah, sensory is a really big thing here. Not just pet interaction, but, we focus on aromatherapy, sensory toys, weighted blankets, etc. But from our perspective, we clearly notice a calming effect when pets are introduced.
Absolutely. Speaking, you had talked about your residents that live there in their own independent apartments, and a lot of them have their own animals. My husband's grandmother lives in her own apartment in an assisted living situation, but lives in an independent apartment, and she had a cat for many years when she was younger, and the cat passed away, and she over the following year became more and more depressed, and so they were taking her to the doctors and trying to do what they could, and her doctor recommended that she get another small animal, a cat or a small dog, to keep her company. And so we did. We got her a cat, and it completely changed that mood and the depression, and just gave her somebody to be with and a companion all the time, and really changed her life for the better.
Oh, that's great. And you probably saw that she fell into a daily routine of caring and having that companion, like the exercise, the walking, and the feeding.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great point. And that actually leads into the next question that I was going to ask you, which were some of the positive effects that you've noticed from having animal interactions, or in that case would be animals living with your patients.
Yeah, exactly. Like the loved one that you just mentioned, they seem to renew their purpose in life, because especially from the independent living perspective, the nature of a retirement home kind of puts the client in a position where they have to move away from their long-term home. Usually they reduce the amount of their possessions and then create a new life with new people. But their furry friend really provides a lot of value for their new life and gives them that sense of purpose. And I'm sure you've noticed that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's so true.
From the nursing care clients that are here 24/7 with us, they thoroughly just enjoy watching the pets, holding, and even interacting with them. And our activities department, they, like I mentioned before, they find a lot of value in stimulating the senses. And personal experience, I've seen agitated residents instantly calm down in the presence of a pet, and then they'll attempt to interact with that pet. And we've also seen residents who don't have the cognitive ability to participate in, let's say, daily living tasks, but in the presence of a pet, cognitively they'll perk up and even make eye contact. And that's sometimes unique things that we don't normally see in day-to-day life with our interactions with them. But certainly so many more positive effects I can get into if you want.
Absolutely, sure. That'd be great.
Sure. So, kind of from the research perspective, it's obviously proven that pets will reduce the anxiety, agitation, and really even depressive symptoms for pet owners or even the residents interacting with the pets. So what we've seen is, especially the reduction of loneliness, that's a big one for the independent clients who may not have. That's a big one for the independent clients who may not have close family members or friends who visit regularly. Also, an increase in activity participation. So, residents who maybe enjoy staying in their rooms, when we say, hey, we're going to have a live interaction or an educational session with reptiles or with the farm animals, we can get a whole crowd gathered for something like that. So, a lot of positivity.
For sure. Have you ever noticed any negative effects of having any animals around your patients?
I would say the main negative effect would come from patients that have past trauma with animals. So whether it's, a patient at home or in a healthcare facility, hopefully that's been identified by the caregiver or family member. So our clients who trigger, we certainly will find alternate activities for them to do. So just something to be aware of.
I was just going to say, it's something you don't really think about typically, that, there are probably many people that have had some type of trauma with an animal in their past. So it's certainly something to keep in mind.
Yeah, and especially patients in our environment, if they're going through immunotherapy or any immune suppressant in their system, we just need to be cautious when handling really anything that's outside of a sterile environment.
Oh,
so
sure.
That's just in general.
And how do the patients respond when you have I'm assuming you usually know in advance when there's going to be animals present, and like you said, like the reptiles, you'll get a group together. How do they respond when they know that there's an animal coming or when an animal shows up on campus?
Yeah, it's the immediate attraction and the stimulus that they get, when they have something. And we see a similar result when children come into the facility as well. So it's something new and unique for them, and it's something that they can usually hold and have touch stimulus with. So we just see the benefits of really their attention, their focus, their cognition. All of that seems to heighten, which I believe is because it's an internal response. And you may know this too, but researchers have for a long time, they suggested that pets are very good for us, offering many health benefits, such as the lowering of the blood pressure, the heart rate, reducing of the stress hormone, cortisol. I believe it even boosts serotonin levels. So it really stands to reason that, finding, four-legged friends in Alzheimer's and dementia communities, which we do have a lot of those diagnoses here, it's just becoming more commonplace. In fact, many of my counterparts in long-term care, they're even hiring pet coordinators to help with their independent living residents, in their pets.
Oh,
as well
wow.
as putting a lot more Yeah. So they're hiring pet coordinators, and they're even putting a lot more resources into their activity pet programming, which I can attest we've done that as well. Just simply more funding for, our aviary, our fish, and of course programming by bringing in therapy pets and other interactions.
That's wonderful. You briefly touched on the benefits specifically for patients with Alzheimer's and dementia. You've done a lot of research on the effect of animal interactions for patients specifically with Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's. Can you discuss that research and the firsthand evidence that you've seen with your patients?
Yeah, exactly. And I would say dementia is more common, at least in my environment here. And as I mentioned a little bit ago, we see a lot of health benefits from the interactions of pets, like the lowering of the blood pressure, heart rate, reduction of depression symptoms, and then you got the hormone boosting levels of serotonin and other things. With Parkinson's being more of a neurological disorder, you see loss of muscle control, trembling, or stiffness, things like that. So service dogs in that environment, they can really be helpful for their owners by helping them maintain balance simply by walking, also promoting movement, simply by getting up and feeding them or caring for them. That's always beneficial for those types of patients. Not to mention just the anti-agitation and stress reduction that I mentioned before.
Wonderful.
Additionally, I was going to mention, we don't have children, in this environment, but I have read about children and the benefits of how dogs specifically in one study just showed a decrease of ADHD for children that are diagnosed with that because it helps them focus their attention. So short therapy sessions with, a pet and a child with that diagnosis has been proven to be beneficial.
Yeah, it seems like there's more and more research done almost every day on the effects of animals on many different kinds of health issues, whether it be physical or mental. So it's really great for me to see. Obviously, I have a passion for animals, but it's just great to see that people, especially researchers, are recognizing that there's that connection and that, something as natural as a bond with an animal can be so powerful over, the medications and the other types of therapies that are out there. So I think that's just really amazing. And I always look forward to new research coming out all the time.
Oh, definitely. Just so many great benefits, even just to you and I, just in our daily life. Companionship, unconditional love, and of course the fun that comes along with being a pet owner.
Absolutely. And is there anything else that you wanted our listeners to know?
Just to, think about the benefits that maybe, their grandmother or grandfather might have, especially if they maybe have lost a loved one in their life. more recently in older age, a pet could be a great companion for someone like that and could really bring out maybe a new side of them that they haven't seen in a long time. A positive effect definitely could happen.
For sure. I know on that topic, so I had talked about my husband's grandmother, and sometimes when you're thinking about those older pets, they may not be able to do everything necessary to care for a pet. For example, his grandmother can't carry cat litter. She can't lift the cat litter bags anymore, so we bring cat litter for her. She can't lift the cat in the carrier to bring it to the vet, so somebody will always go and help her do that and take him to the vet, which, it's something that takes a little bit of your time, but it means so much to the people that you love, and it brings so much to their life. So absolutely worth it.
Yeah. You have a great audience. So I hope they got something valuable out of this, and, just encouragement to continue to love on our pets and do what we can for them every day.
Thank you so much to Austin for being on the show today, and to you guys for listening in. So if you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to jump on our website, theoryofpets.com. If you have any ideas for future podcasts as well, if there's a burning question that you've been wanting to get answered, you can leave that on the site. And if you could take a minute while you're there to just leave me a quick review, that always helps me when I'm reaching out to experts in the industry. I can show them that you guys are out there and you're interested and you're wanting to hear more. So thanks for tuning in today, and I will be back with another hot topic very soon.